Hey, we're just Umbrella here again. Now they're going through My Hero Academia, which I did cut out from last week's chapter. I actually did the same thing for Food Wars. I was way behind. Apparently, I was 3 weeks behind the chapters. And for the last chapter that I read, it was the beginning of the third gate challenge. And from reading the chapters from the 3 weeks I missed, it was revealed that the bookmaster of the dojo has no hope for the light chefs that are passing this. Being fact that they're not dealing with light and dark chefs, I'm going to keep calling them noir chefs, competing in the blue competition. And it looks like the fact that the main dish that the third challenge gate is to create a specialty dish with a certain ingredient that apparently for last week's chapter looks like the noirs are actually passed to get an introduction to a female, one of the females called, two females that are introduced called Sarge, which is supposed to be short for sergeant, taken from who's been in the military. That was like when that comes around. One called Bunny Hair, who apparently has a sort of guillotine. Like when I saw her, like her arm was like completely, like her arm was like veiny and bulky from pushing up and down that guillotine. It makes like, okay, if she has a couple such ferocity, she has to get her arms have to be bulking up. It was the right arm, but still, Jesus Christ, that arm. That was one, but the guillotine one was a clown. His name was called Malakanta. Basically, his specialty is like taking the food in a bowl and start chicken while he's juggling like in a circus. Thinking he's a clown, an evil clown. I'm pretty sure most kids, mostly every kid who ever grew up in the time, who's ever grown up, or kids today, parents are terrified of clowns. And one called Vlad. I think something to do with blood. I forgot his name was written, but it's like very close to Vlad Vile or something like that. I forget that's his name. He had needles in it. He had needles in different form with blood, and then he injects the thing in. That's something from the French cuisine line, so that was that. And it was like those four passed their trial, moving on to the final stage, to the Citadel. And from like the last week's chapter, we also got to reveal between superhuman prowesses between both, only specifically these four light chefs. Soma, of course, Megami, Takumi, and Eishi. I've already mentioned that also at some point, Eishi got involved in the blue competition. We didn't see him until the second game, and now he goes in the third game. Now he's into the Citadel, and now we all know it's like we're going to have a 4-on-4 battle between light and dark chefs, and the first match is going to be Soma versus Sarge. And I can't say you get to full details exactly what the human powers is between both Eishi, Takumi, Megami, and Soma. That'll be revealed supposedly. Hopefully we get it revealed, but get back to that hopefully in these chapters. So, first up the bat in the first match is Sarge versus Soma. So let's see how this turns out when Soma takes on this sadistic, this actually very menacing female sergeant. So without further ado, let's get to the chapter. The chapter is called Armed to the Teeth. Let's see how this goes. And the curtains finally rise to the Superhuman Tournament. Round 1, Sarge versus Yukiriya Soma. The match will begin soon. This is where you'll disappear, Yukiriya Soma, for Asahi-sama's sake too. You're an Asahi. Sorry, Asahi's in here. Or unless you know. Do you know something about Cyber Asahi? None of your business. Feeling Yukiriya Soma right off the bat. It was a stroke of pure luck to run into him while the evolver trained Tsusuke Academy. But his skills were nothing more to write home about. Oh, it's referring to a conversation she had with Asahi. Small fry. Nothing but small fry. That was Asahi-sama had said. But in spite of this man has successfully passed their trial. In my eyes, Asahi-sama is the very epitome of supreme commander worthy of following. Could it be that he is mistaken in his judgment? No. Impossible. It just can't be. I forgot to mention, Sarge also carries around a specific crafting tool. Oh, it's a chainsaw. I guess he's saying that the beef vanilla he made was just a test to taste the waters. Given that he made it to the stage, then he should have known some kind of superhuman prowess. But whatever it may be, something may not even be worth nothing. You can't be more than just small fry. For this match, show me how hard you can struggle. That's the theme. The name is something that will make a Christmas party all the cherrier. Cake. And funny enough, we asked you to create the most delicious Christmas cake, and by the way, we're at least shut up 3 days away from Christmas Eve. That is a literally convenience item for this fun. Who would have thought we'd get a Christmas themed challenge 3 days right before Christmas? This is just so much challenge. I can only imagine what Megumi, Takumi, and Aichi have to deal with. What Megumi, I don't know what those two have to deal with, but someone's getting a Christmas steak, is getting a Christmas dish, which I don't think he's ever, okay, from the course of Food Wars, he has never baked anything. Cooking and baking is completely different things. There's obviously for that. And now that they're asking Soma to these two to make a cake. Maybe you can learn something from Momo Senpai? Hopefully, but let's see how it's goes. I think I'm tearing up from laughing. You know, this is a cooking competition. What's more? It's only just August, right? It's only August right now. What is the GW thinking? Okay, still August in this time, but the fact how this chapter is released on 3 days before Christmas. Perfect typical timing on that one. Bit irony. It's a bit ironic, but fits. Could you please further elaborate? Oh wait, we're also introduced to three other members of the WGO. Explanations and all the other matters are only provided at the sole discretion of the bookmaster, and this hasn't deviated from the fundamental purpose of Blue. So I ask that you just take it as it is. Limit is 3 hours. You may begin cooking. Baking, by the way, this is the difference between baking and cooking. Cake, and they already have hats and all that. Both those cones on their heads. Oh, I was like getting ready for the situation at hand. And by the way, one looks like a nun, so one of the WGO members actually happens to look like a nun. I don't know why, but that's there. We're moving on with it. Who would have guessed that the theme would be cake? Now this is a thing you have to really think outside the box for. Making sweets and cooking are two deceptively similar things. However, unless one has undergone specialized training, it's very difficult to create a first-class dish, let alone have your dish approved by the WGO judges. Yuki is Soma, unless she says his full name. Have you ever had experience making sweets to the very limit? To tell you the truth, not really. I only made it a few times just for fun, and they taught us the basics in class and stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't do too much, so someone has a slight disadvantage here. Now there's the difference. The difference between you lot of the light chefs and us. Even at the third gate, I wasn't even performing at my peak. From here on out, you'll see the true wielder of the arm of the dish arms. For the face and holding that chainsaw that's just about to murder someone. So that chainsaw again. She's just gonna use that to make cake. The bad bullet has egg white and sugar kernels in it. I feel like she has the egg chainsaw ready to go. And just shoves. Okay, she shoves it right in there. Just for the motion, like it's like digging. Being extremely delicate and impressive mirror game. I don't know how to pronounce some of these words here. It's equipped with metal attachments of complex shapes. And that helps from fine bubbles, which leads to the creation of a decadent miracle. To be able to perfectly wield a machine that seems liable to swing wildly with the slightest unsteadiness of hand, and actually cook with it, what an incredible power. Chain craving knife. Is that what it's called? I can't believe that I can use something like that. Now what tool she needs? She's going to. She has a fucking sledgehammer, people. Triple H, eat your heart out, and just smashes it. That shattered block of chocolate in one fell swoop. Oh, it was chocolate. Okay, I didn't point out that you were supposed to swing at block or something. That's suspected of her. This turns me on. Show us more of your charm, female sergeant. Female Sergeant Charge. Should want all of you in the audience. This is the finishing touch. TNT switch. She literally has a TNT identity for TNT. Oh my god, this is getting way too cartoon with the weapons he's using. There's some sort of thin pie dough in that machine. Used to bake the cake. If you don't want to burst your eardrums, block your ears. Not only she has headphones, she has those earphones there. But you mostly everyone in the general area. I was like, the sources that the dynamite is inside the thing. Not even two hands, just one hand, and that was it. I was expecting to go full hand, two hands in this one. And whoa! I only wish this would be in color because I want to see that cake in color. Whether it is anime, I want to see this in color. I'm waiting for this cake to be colored. That looks beautiful. When I want to take a piece of that, I want to take a piece of that cake. And my sort of why I should probably eat. I need to eat before this. Food porn at its finest, I would say. How flashy. This does look like the kind of cake that would make a party mirror. Now, the first bite. What sort of soft texture? It's like snow. Okay, no clothes ripping off of him, just this is the way how Aichi got. This is what Aichi did this during the Return to Shokugeki match. As I continue to eat, the feelings of pure bliss fills my mouth. It's so delicious, it hurts. When I was hearing some the sharp sweetness just now. Just like an explosion went off in my mouth. Ooh, chocolate chips inside there. Just blue chocolate. I call that the choc chip cluster. It's a compact mix of chocolate, almond powder, and mint leaves, chilled and set. And with first a sledgehammer and then TNT in it. And she explains how to use the sledgehammer, the TNT detonator, and she explains this is basically a cluster bomb. This is the full story behind my cluster bomb cake. Mirroring fine of the finest quality made by the chainsaw. Cake pastry made to perfection by the explosion. And finally, clustered chocolate chips shattered by the hammer. These three components created by the wielder of the dish are all meshed with each other. The delicious taste crashes over you with the force of raging waves against a cliffside. If I were likened to something like it would have been I do love the fact they bring up the two older members as the parents or grandparents here, with the youngest one being the child. Fitting. Bomb present? Okay, I want to point out that there is Sarge just as a female Santa, Miss Santa. The reindeer pulling the sleigh is in no flesh, it's bones. The moon is pissed. And she's delivering a freaking mother of all bombs. I'm going to tell those couples who live just a bond in the family life. Merry Christmas on the battlefield. And we're only 3 short days off of it. Well, now it's your turn. It's your turn now. You can just Soma. If you can create a delicacy of par with that, what I just served, then bring it on. If you have any superhumanness of speak, that is. But One-san, your chainsaw is just so cool. I guess that means I gotta make a cake with a tool that I'm bad-handed. That I dad-handed too. Well now, Serpent. Well, how serendipitous. I too have something on me that I can use. If you're going to go with the chainsaw, then he's pulling something out. They can use serendipitous of all words. This can seem something's about to pop out. A ice cream spoon. Whoa! So it's suddenly something extravagant counteracts both a chainsaw, a TNT detonator, and a sledgehammer. But no, he went with a ice cream spoon. I don't know where you're going to go with this, but it's somewhere we're dealing with here, so out of the ordinary is usually his thing. So we have to wait and see how this all turns out in the next chapter. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share with friends, and next time in the next video. Like I think I might have started the ending there, but you don't want to be up to this point. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time in the next video. Laters.